Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Happy Co presentation, talking about our products and our business and the opportunity that lies in front of you to become a happier individual. So what I'm going to do is, why should we be concerned about being happy? Well, I don't know about you. I find myself really liking the idea of going ahead and being happier all the time. And what amounts to is there's a lot of challenges in the world today. You go to the gas pump, you see challenges there. You go to the groceries shelves and some of them are empty, and you start thinking about the potential, well, not potential, the anticipated inflation for the year of 8.2%, and you start saying, man, I wonder what's going on. And so what I want you to think about is just this: we're the Happy Co company, and our goal is to make you happy. Whether you become a customer, you become a brand partner with us, we want you to know that we've got something special going on. And we're going to talk a little bit about one of our key products that we start off with. I'm going to have a gentleman by the name of George Young come on, and George is going to share a little bit about what dose means to him and how it's worked in his life. George, take her away.
Hey, thanks a lot, Al. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll tell you, the dose duo in the mornings really gets me going. I have to get up, and even though I'm retired, I still have to get up, and I've got a lot of things I need to do. So I take my shake, and then I have my happy coffee, and I have my happy caps to go along with it. And it really helps me to get the day started. And then a little later, I've taken energy cap to keep me going. But I wouldn't start the day without this product. It's an amazing product.
What's that energy cap all about? What's that do?
Well, I tell you what it does is it helps me sustain. Just a little quick background here. I'm getting ready to have aortic valve replacement surgery, and I don't have much energy, but I'll tell you, that cap has been a lifesaver for me. It gets me through the rest of the day until I can go to bed at night. But yeah, after the dose duo, about 2 o'clock, I have a happy cap. Gives me the energy that I need to get through the day. And it's just a fantastic combination. And you know what? It makes me happy.
We have a tremendous skincare line, and we have a lot of products, but talk to us a little bit what that skincare line has done for you. I mean, most of the time it's about women talking about it, but you've had a great situation with that skincare. Maybe you can share that.
Absolutely. Yeah, for about 10 or 12 years now, I've been suffering from severe rosacea. My face swells up, it gets really red. I get little pustules, and skin starts flaking. And the discomfort is pretty extreme. I just really have a hard time with it. Went to the dermatologist, got all kinds of medications. They did help to knock it back a little bit. Very expensive. My insurance wouldn't cover most of it. So it was costing me a lot of money every month, and I really wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So when the Happy Co came out with their skincare, I said, I'm going to try this stuff. And within 5 days, everything changed. The discomfort was gone completely. My skin is soft. My wife gets to be real close to me now, and she likes it. She likes what she's seeing, So anyway, yeah, it's made a huge difference, and the discomfort being gone is huge. I don't have the pustules, and it's kind of nice to go out in public and not look like I've got some kind of an issue going on. So once again, another Happy Co product that really makes me happy.
Kathy, you've had you take a lot of products. We don't have time for you to cover all the products, but talk about one that's your favorite, if you would, Kathy.
Sure. Well, one of the things that I really like is the chill. And I've taken some other sleep products before, and sometimes they leave me a little groggy in the morning. What I found with chill is that it not only helps me fall asleep, but so many of us, we've got so many things going on in the day that sometimes when you you put your head on the pillow, your mind just begins to go and you can't quiet your mind. And what I have found with chill is that after I take it, about 20 minutes or so, I am ready to fall asleep. My mind quiets down. And then if for some reason I'm a pretty solid sleeper once I get to sleep, but if for any reason I have to wake up, to use the restroom in the middle of the night, when I go back to sleep, I fall asleep really quickly and I wake up feeling refreshed. It is one of the best sleep aids that I've ever used. And, I'm at that age of life where you don't always sleep very well. And I know when I don't take it, if I forget to take it, I absolutely know I do not wake up as refreshed as I do. So love it. I really do.
That's great. Fantastic. Thanks, guys, for coming on. We're going to move over to Storm Kennedy. Storm, you've always had great energy, but how have the Happy Co products work for you? And what do you use that's primarily a game changer for you?
Oh my gosh, Al, they're all a game changer. And I have had a lot of energy. So when I was first introduced to the Happy products and heard that I get more energy, I thought, oh boy, this is going to be over the top. But this is a completely different kind of energy. And I started with a Happy coffee and the Happy cap, just like George. And I tell you what, it was completely different than coffee. I was a pot of coffee a day drinker just throughout the morning. I'm up early, going hiking. I'm up at like at 5:30. And by 10:30, after my hike and getting ready for the day and doing stuff, a pot of coffee would be gone. My heart would be pounding. It would just, I'd sweaty. Anyway, when I started the Dose Duo, I am now down to a cup of Happy coffee a morning and a Happy cap. And what that Happy cap does for me, I used to have to take 3 different products for inflammation. And I think that the turmeric within that and somehow the way it's put together, our scientists are unbelievable, but the inflammation is dialed down. And I have not had a problem with that in almost 2 years. So it's been fantastic. So then they came out with the lemonade, and I like a little boost in the afternoon, and just, I don't want to be drinking the store-bought drinks with tons of sugar. So I love the lemonade. And then the energy caps too give me a little extra if I know I'm going to be going late in the day. So then at night, I do like Kathy does, the unwind. I didn't think I needed it when it first came out. I thought, well, this is a product I got to try to share with customers, but I won't need it. And because I sleep great, but I would get up 3 times in the middle of the night and use the restroom. And now I sleep through the night. I don't get up. I don't wet the bed. I just get up in the morning and I slept soundly and I'm refreshed and I don't hit the snooze button. I throw in the shake also for a meal replacement. It's either my breakfast or my lunch. I love the whole string of them. They've changed my life and I don't nap anymore. Nothing wrong with naps, but I have more time in the day to enjoy my life.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Storm. What's interesting here is we're talking about a lifestyle. We're talking about being happy all day long. And we talk about redirected spending. Money that you're spending on other products that you get at a store, now you can get from yourself. If you're a brand partner, if you're a customer, we can get you on the products here. And when we first came in, it was all about the first 2 that George talked about. Now it's about a whole range of products that we have to just make a difference. Why would you want to join this company or look at this company? Well, we've got some pretty neat stuff. I mean, we got a AAA rating. We're the second fastest growing young company in 2019. We have millions of dollars in the bank. Gosh, I wish I had that. I just, as I say that, I'm thinking to myself, that wouldn't be all bad to have. And you know what? You want to have a company that's solid. We're publicly traded. And what does that mean? It just simply means that everything we tell you has to be true. That's all, because what amounts to is that they're not very happy if you're a publicly traded company and you're not sharing the truth. So we have great training and support. As a matter of fact, when this thing came out, it's an app that you would go ahead and download. And you send the information to a customer or to a prospect, brand partner. And what happens is you're notified when they look at it. And for me, it's like a virtual assistant. And I was blown away. One night, I thought, what in the heck's going on? Because I'd sent this thing out to someone in a different country and my phone blew up. And what amounts is he had sent it out to 20 people. They sent it out to 20 people, and my phone never stopped the whole night. Then I realized I could shut it off. So this thing here, we have great training. Basically, we got Taylor Worry does a fantastic job as our vice president. We have all sorts of corporate support. Last night we had a call. They came on, and the corporate support we have is absolutely phenomenal. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about, well, I learned how to do this. I don't know. It's as simple as saying, hey, would you like to sleep better? We didn't talk about the diet stuff we have. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we got stuff there. You take it it'll replace a meal and it tastes good. What a concept. It doesn't bloat you. I mean, we got all sorts of good stuff. Compensation. This is very important. If you want to become a brand partner, if you want to become an associate of ours, then basically you'd like to know this. First off, you can earn an extra 64 paychecks a year. There's 52 weekly bonuses. What does that mean? That just simply means you get paid monthly. And I wrote a little note here years ago, 42 years ago, I broke my neck in a car accident. And I worked for a company that had a little residual. And I'll never forget, Jane and I would get the checks and we'd think, man, hamburger helper with a hamburger, what a concept. I mean, so residual income's pretty cool. Yeah, goes down 10 levels deep. There's leadership deals that they have promo trips that are coming up. Matter of fact, we have our annual convention coming up here at the end of this month here. Whoever invited you on this call, you should talk to them because it's going to be sensational. For the very top trainers in the world in our space are going to be at our convention, and that never happens at an annual convention. So we're in really great shape on that. Compensation. I'm going to, made a lot of money in the relationship marketing, network marketing, but what I will tell you is just this: when you're broke, basically an extra $500 a month would be a pretty good deal. And at our one of our basic levels there, that third level down there, you see that bronze, that's $428.87 a month is the average. Well, here's what I'm asking: that's an extra $5,000 a year. What will that do? Well, with 8.2% inflation, that'll about hold you even. But guess what? You're not limited there. Find a few people that want to do that, and you can go on from there and become very, very successful industry-wide and product-wise, and basically you're helping people. If you want to feel good, do something for others. And I think that's what our company does. And that's what we're all so happy about. I got a couple of friends of mine on that basically have just recently hit some of the top ranks in the company. And I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Well, maybe I won't. Anyway, what amounts is I'd like to have Michael Hubbard come on. Michael and I have been friends for years. And Michael, you've got a special guest that you're going to bring on in just a minute, but you yourself has had some very great success with a Happy Co that you've never been able to do before. And yet, I mean, you've always been successful in life. So talk with us a little bit about what you see with what's going on with the Happy Co.
Well, it's exciting because it seems like this company wants us to win. That's the first thing. And they're supportive and communicative and very active, beginning with Taylor and the crew. And I just feel that we've had a lot of support to work during some pretty hard months during the summer. And so, yeah, I got to Diamond last month, and we were able to help someone who's just become a dear, dear friend of mine over her journey, become Diamond as well. And her name is Diane Zavala, and she's our newest Diamond. She just broke under me last month. You have been involved, as you know, with her development, as is Kenny. David and Lynn have been very instrumental. Patty Rayner. It's a whole village. So one thing that I love is that this company really supports the team effort, and it knows how to actually award the team. And that's what we've been doing. We've been going for this money, and we've made quite a bit of it over the last three or 4 months. So we're really excited. And do you want me to introduce Diane, or are you going
to?
Yeah,
Diana is a great friend, known each other for a long time, but you were working hands-on to help her get to that deal. And that's what we all do. In other words, if we want to be successful, we find 3-4 people that we can reach down and bring up. And that's just what you did, Michael. So go ahead, and it's your honor.
Well, like I said, Diane is a dear friend of mine. We call her Diamond D. She has absolutely been a diamond in the rough for all the years that I've known her, which probably been 5 or 6 at the very least, maybe even longer. Maybe it's 10 years now. And just developing a deep relationship, but never having had the success that she actually wanted in this kind of business. And to see her put all the pieces together at a time that was very, very challenging, and use that energy that you could use to shut down to actually lift her up and inspire her, and do something that was incredibly hard to do, achieve Diamond last month, was something that I was so excited about. I think our whole team was excited about. And I just want to introduce Diane Zavala and let her tell her own story. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you, Michael Hubbard and Al and everybody. I am so excited because, like he said, I have never done anything like this in a company like this. I've had two businesses myself for 45 years, been my own boss. But I must say that there is no residual income. So the saddest part of the story is that I didn't learn this industry until like 12 years ago. But the good part of the story is I know it now and I'm learning it. But yeah, we just made a kind of a team decision. I was next up to bat and I was like, okay, so what are we doing this month? And they said diamond, and I about fell over and I said, okay. And I got in the headspace that was unstoppable. I had on July 31st, I decided we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in August. So I had already my skates on, everything, and then August 1st hit, and I ran, and my team ran, and new team members ran. I'm pretty sure I drove everybody crazy, but I think they still love me. And every 3 days we had people at my house. We had phone calls, team phone calls every morning with my team, and we just said, let's see who we can go bless today. And today's the last day of the month. And it took a minute because they kept saying, wait, what's the date? And I said, it's the last day of the month. And it was like the 2nd of August. They were all confused. But anyways, and we all played that whole thing out. Every day was the last day of the month. And we ran through the tape. I mean, I was doing stuff in my home till 10, 11 o'clock at night. There was like no stopping. And then, like I said, every 3 days I had people in my home. Probably the last 2 weeks, I didn't see my husband. He passed by and said hi, and but he's back. But yeah, it was a phenomenal run. The 3 things I can say: get in the right headspace. So I was there, and then play it like it's the last day of the month every day. Call your up team and your team. I was coaching my team, and there was no stopping me. If they didn't show up, I went and got them. But call your up team. I talked to Kenny and Al and David and Michael and Patty, everybody, Lynn, every day. I didn't care what time it was. And my day started at 4:30 in the morning. So everybody got wind of that real quick. And what else can I say? It was awesome.
Diana, fantastic. By the way, when you look at this chart here, and this is the averages are what averages are. Some are higher, some are lower, but you look at that $5,000 deal at the diamond level, and if that's on a residual basis coming in, that's a pretty big deal. And yeah, Diana, you had to work hard to get there, but that's the hardest you've worked since you've been in the company. And you did that in 1 month. We're going to move on here. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming on. We got some great leaders. We got Gabrielle, we got Melissa, Brian, Betsy, and Ian. And what amounts is we got a lot of great leaders inside the company. I'd be remiss not to mention Kenny Rossi and what the job he's done. And so what amounts is we've got people that have already been there, and they will help take you to the top. Timing just is. I've heard people, well, I don't know if this is my time. Well, let me ask something. Are you drinking coffee? Are you drinking Red Bull? Are you basically going ahead and do you want to lose weight? Would you like to sleep better? Would you like to have your skin look like a baby's just came out of the womb or something like that? I mean, the bottom line is, I don't know when the timing will be right for you. Remember, this is redirected spending. This is not new money you're spending. This is money that you're already spending on products that you get from a store, which they have their markup on. So we want you to know that, hey, we hope it's your time. We hope it's your time to go ahead and get happier and healthier. We'd like you to come in. We have 2 different packs. We got the happiest pack with $1,000. And by the way, and if you're going to start as a brand partner, I got to be honest with you, I think I'd go this route. Yeah, plenty of samples to share with your friends, your relatives, people you meet online. And you also get a trip that's voucher that's worth $1,500. There's people that have basically gone on that trip and they say it's worth way more than that. And here's the thing, you get to pick where you get to go. You also get a convention ticket still. So that's interesting. You still do that. And then the next pack over there is a happier pack. If that fits your budget better, be careful about that though. If it fits your budget better, maybe it's not enough to motivate you. Maybe you want to have in there where you get in there and you become a product of the product, where you try all the products. So we're interested in having you become a brand partner. But if you decide not to become a brand partner, we'd like you to become a customer, because our company is based on customers. As a matter of fact, our ratio, and this is when I came in, it was 10-1. I believe it's in the range of that 8 to 10-1. So we have a lot of customers. Why do we have a lot of customers? Because they like our products. Why do they reorder every month? Because they get in the habit of ordering our products and they like them. So we want you to join our community. We want you to go ahead and come with us on this journey of happiness. And I just want to thank all the people that came on the call tonight with us. And thank you for those of you that are participants, and whoever invited you to this call, get back to them and say, you know what, that intrigued me a little about this or that. Keep in mind that nootropics, just that very first thing we talked about, it's $1 billion industry. Nobody knows about it. How are you going to fight inflation? You got to have more money. And I'll tell you one thing, residual income, there's nothing quite like it. So God bless, have a great night. And thanks so much for coming on. Take care, Mal. Bye.